What's up, y'all? Today we're gonna do a little install on the Avalon. Now I didn't show y'all the initial install when I installed this 12 in here and this amp right here and here. That was only because it literally only took me about an hour to put all of this in. It was quick and easy, short. But I got her the SDR12 D4. Gonna be wiring it to the SKM 501D. It's gonna be wired. I'm wiring it to 2 ohms. Now this kicker, it was kind of pushing before she I let her set her EQ and all of that herself, and she turned the loudness on, and I explained to her what the loudness does, and she was turning it up too high. It ended up cooking it, so now it's seized. It doesn't move anymore, but that's fine. That was only I think the speaker was only 250 watts anyways. It was a dual 2 ohm sub, so I tuned it using a voltage meter. It was getting around, like, according to the voltage meter, around like 250 watts. But we're gonna throw the SCAR in and see how that sounds. So I'm gonna open it up, let y'all see what it looks like. I did buy this used, so it's certified used from SCAR Audio. Take this out. Take this out. There it is right there. Y'all see the magnet real quick. Magnet right there. Look. Dual 4 ohm, 600 watts RMS. I think it should be perfect for this amp. I think it'll hit a little perfect. Plus this is a box that I initially made for my mom, but then she didn't want a sound system in her car, so put it in my girlfriend's car, and we're going to see how it hits in here. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna take this other speaker out, and I'm gonna show y'all how to wire a dual voice coil speaker down or up. Alright, y'all, now time for the wiring. I'm gonna show y'all how to wire a DVC sub, a dual 4 ohm sub. Unfortunately, I can't find my multimeter right now. You're just going to have to take my word for it. But whenever I do find a multimeter and I come through hooking up another speaker, I will show y'all. But first, if you want to this is a dual 4 ohm sub, meaning this is one 4 ohm coil right here, other 4 ohm coil right here. Now if you want the if you wanted to wire this up to 8 ohms, what you would do is you would go on the negative side on one coil. Let me do this real quick. You would go to the negative side on one coil and then go to the positive on the other one, and that will bring it up to, and you will connect your wires that will go to your amp, obviously power, red to power, and then black to negative, or whatever color wire you have. In this case I got blue, so it will be blue to red, black to black. And when you connect your leads that come from your amp, your power and your ground, the speaker now will be getting 8 ohms of power, whatever your amp is rated at to do for 8 ohms. But I'm going to be wiring this down to 2 ohms, meaning I'll be connecting both the positive and the negative together on each coil to receive a 2 ohm final load to get the maximum power that I can for this sub. So let me unhook this, and I'll connect those wires and show y'all what that looks like. Alright, here's what it will look like. Both your positive and negative on this side, then goes into this terminal over here. The 2 blues are together and the blacks are together, and they come over to the amp over here. It's gonna put out 2 ohms. I forget how much power this amp puts out, about 2 ohms, but it should be perfect amount of power for her. She doesn't need too much. And next I'm gonna just put it in the box, and then we're gonna test to see how it sounds. Alright, y'all, got it all mounted in there, got the gains set, and I'm gonna go press play on whatever song was last playing. sounds decent.
Japanese, hit 'em with karate chops. Forever poppin' shit, pulling up and dropping shit. Gotta argue with 'em 'cause a nigga love a toxic bitch. Niggas out here paying, gotta make 'em understand. Ain't no beat on my finger, you
Sound
ain't
kind of
going
decent.
on my dreads and my face on ass tight. Thanks, like I'm shy, high, jury on my dash light. My feelings is gas tight. Hit 'em with that good, make a nigga act right. Broke boys don't deserve.
A little bit of rattle, but let me go turn it off and get my overview on it. Alright, that's it though. It sounds perfectly fine to her. She thinks it sounds good, actually louder than her expectations actually. But again, it's the SKM 501D, the SDR D412. Like the perfect combination in my eyes for this car. I will be putting probably another extra battery in here since the other cars that I have extra batteries, just to have one in here just because, and I'll replace the one under the hood because that one's kind of old, and it's just 4-gauge wire ran in here for now, but soon I'll be upgrading that to 0 gauge and be doing the big 3 and all that other stuff that I did to the other cars. I did order a EVL D218 that I'm going to be putting in the Impala since one of my 15s blew in there, so I just said fuck it and bought the 18, something I never had before. So we're going to see how that sounds. I will be making a box for that because there's not a box I'm going to want to buy for that, so I'm definitely making one for that. I have the wood for it already actually, I just need to cut it. And other than that, also I'm replacing the brake line again on the Maxima since when I was driving, I guess since there was still some section of the old line there, it busted in another spot. So I'm cutting a good decent section out of the line all the way back to where it's good and I can actually see the paint still on the line and all of that, cutting it back to there and going to be replacing that much of line. It's about, I think it's about like, I want to say about like 70, in between 50 to 70 inches of line that I'm about to be replacing. But I will try to record that as much as I could. If I can't, then I'll just record the end, what it looks like at the end. But I've been battling with that in the rain the past couple of days. The rain, it's been raining here where I live at, so I know it's going to rain tomorrow, so I'm going to try to work on the Maxima as soon as I'm done with this actually. And I'll be uploading this video either tonight or tomorrow or whenever I get a chance. I've been working overtime lately. That's why I haven't been able to put out videos the way I've been wanting to lately. But happy 4th of July, everyone. Be safe this weekend. No drinking and driving.